I'm sure those of you that were already subscribed to me or have been watching these videos want an explanation as to why I disappeared the way I did and didn't upload anything. I'm gonna have to disappoint you because I'm not gonna answer that, especially not right away, just because I don't see it as useful to me continuing this series or restarting it, as I should say, because you might have noticed that this episode is called episode 1 rather than episode, I don't know, 22, 23. What were we on? I want to restart this series, and I think the way I did it the first time wasn't conducive to progress. It didn't um, contribute really that well to me becoming a better man. I was thinking about a few things early on. I was being introspective, which is great, but then I quit that habit too around, I want to say July last year, August last year. But yeah, I'm starting this again. To those of you that don't know me and have seen my face for the first time, I suspect you've already clicked off this video. But this is a series called Becoming a Man, where I wanted to document my progress from a man in my early 20s to my late 20s and try and become more like how I want to be, is really the best way to put it. If you want an explanation, go to my channel. The introductory video from last year will still be up. That's like an episode 0, kind of like a prologue to the whole thing. I want to start this again because I think I'm the type of person where if I'm not like reporting back in, it's very easy for me to lose momentum. It's hard for me to do things. I don't have a natural inclination towards work right now, and I feel like these videos help me to do something. I'm also in a stage of my life where I can be doing things with my time. I'm not as stuck as I was before. I'm not as frozen as I was before. I mean, I will eventually, over time, answer why I wasn't really doing anything or uploading any videos. The answer's disappointing. It's not a very interesting answer, but I'll talk about it at some point. It's just I feel like I'm at a stage now where I've kind of come out of my haze and I can go back to actually doing this. I feel very weird looking at myself on camera again. There's definitely a bit of like self-consciousness. I took GCSE photography, and I remember when my friends would take a picture of me, and I just hated being in front of a camera. And then when I started making these videos, I felt very, very weird looking at myself, knowing that I'm going to be putting this on the internet. And I'm feeling that again now because it's been so long since I've done this. I say so long, it's been a few months, but it feels like a really long time. But yeah, I'm 21 years old, almost 22. I will be 27, almost 28 by the time this series is done. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. I don't really have that much to tell you. I don't have many interesting updates. If you're a new viewer, this probably doesn't hook you all that much. Hopefully it does. But the aim of this series is to essentially leave a memory bank and also serve as, hopefully, if I do well, inshallah, to serve as some sort of inspiration for any young men in the future who might feel like they have no idea where they're going. Because I can tell you right now, that's where I am. You can't see it because of the beard, but I've gotten pretty chubby, in the face at least. I'm not in great physical shape. I'm not making lots of money, and I feel kind of directionless with what I want to do in life, which is new. That's come about recently. That's not been something that I always struggled with, but now it is. So I'm kind of at ground zero, and I feel like now that I'm here, given my failure to upload consistently when I started this series, given how that damaged it, given where I'm at right now, and the things that I want to achieve and the things that I am refocusing on, this feels like a good time for you to tune back in and for me to hopefully do things properly this time. What I will say is that last time, I think my journaling was very, very important when it came to actually having something to say in these videos. I would journal and then I would reflect those thoughts in my video. But even then, I would only journal like the night before. And then in the later months, when I started to tell, those old viewers of mine who have been here for a bit and have heard me talk about it, when I started to say, I felt like I had nothing to really say or nothing to really contribute or to update you on. That was because I wasn't actually journaling. I wasn't tracking my thoughts, my day-to-day mindset. If I do that this time, and if I stop being such a bitch, I should have much more to say. And with where I'm at and the things that I will talk about, and maybe some things I've already alluded to in this video given how I've possibly edited it, I don't know yet, I'll be able to, show you guys a bit more, give you guys a bit more for the time that you invest in watching me. It's strange to see you guys comment and talk and ponder. And in my haze, when I just wasn't really doing anything, I would barely leave my room. I would see the comments and I would see some people discussing, like, oh, he quit. And it's interesting. It's interesting because, I don't know, I guess I'm going to develop a bit of a parasocial relationship with you guys, or you guys will with me. And to just think about that, like, there are people watching this video that I don't know from a random place in the country or from a different continent. It's just hard to fathom for me. It makes sense, but it's hard to fathom. And it's interesting. And honestly, I appreciate it as well because having people watch me, not just my friends, because I've almost become comfortable with my friends thinking I'm lazy, but having people watch me, complete strangers, it makes it feel shameful to stop or feel shameful to give up. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I don't know whether I will put this clip towards the end of the video. Right now it's Monday. I'm technically still working, but I have no work to do. So I'm recording this, but in about 20 minutes, I'll be heading to the gym. I've changed up my training split. So thank you to Jay-Z, not Jay-Z the rapper, Jay-Z someone I know, I don't want to say his full name. He'll know by his initials. He's given me a new workout split, something new to try because my old splits never really seemed to do much for me. That's probably down to my lack of consistency in the gym more than anything else. But trying a new split, low rep range, heavier weight, and trying to get more muscle fatigue rather than cardio fatigue. I don't know what it's called. Yeah, a lot of things need fixing. A lot of things need doing. Pardon me. And hopefully that's what we're going to do, or I'm going to do, and you're going to watch, which you are more than welcome to, of course. All right. That's it from me for now. All right. Assalamu alaikum.